Luvuvamu! Luvuvamu! Bananzambi!
Ingeta.
Bananzambi! Ingeta. Tatanzambia Mazulu. We have heard all about you, Elimo. We are filled with fear by your amazing works. In this time of our deep need, help us again as you did in years gone by. And in your anger, remember your mercy. We glorify your name, Tanzania. We praise your name. Matondo Masaka for once again bringing us all together to speak about your word. May your Holy Spirit, may your Mwana be with us all. May the Mwanda open our heart, open our ears, and open our eyes for us to listen diligently and for us to see. Zambia Mpungu, give us wisdom. Give wisdom to your people, to your children, to always discover and seek the truth only that you have revealed to the chosen one. Heal those who are sick and give courage to those who are sick, to those who are weak. Bless all your children, everything they do, so they may prosper. We pray manakumbasaya manafelela. Sediet kokuzulu, yango la senadia kozete sangwa. Ekintino kyako kiza. Olu zololo wakula fankama vasene kokuzulu. Watu vana dia kwetu kelum. Otu loloka mas momento. Aindo lokatro lokanga tatu zeto. Oto fidi koku manampukumani. Watu vulu za monambi. Kadi kia kuye kintino. Yengolo. Yonkembo. Amvo yamvu. Neta. Amen.
Matonda Masaka, dear family, we truly appreciate once again. Thank you, Mpange Benika, for the prayer. That was the opening prayer for us to connect with Tatanzamba. We always, before we start anything, family, we have to come before Tatanzamba and pray for his mercy, be upon us, for his power to come, and the Holy Spirit to take fully control of everything. Luvuvamu!
Yala.
Wow. That's what I like. That's what Tatanzamba loves the most. When the people come before him with a lot of power, happiness, ngolo. That's what we should do, family, all the time. So, family, today we will be addressing or speaking about something always as a servant of Tatanzamba, something he has put on our hearts to come before you as your servant to share it to you. But while we were praying, something came as an introduction. The Bible says in the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 16, 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 16. All scripture is inspired by Nzambe, and he is useful to teach us what is the right, to make us realize what is wrong, in our lives. It corrects us when we are wrong and teach us to do what is right. Nzambe uses it to prepare and equip his people to do every good work. Lovuvamu.
Yala.
Yala.
So, see, family, this is an introduction of our Zoom session of today. The Kanda Nzambe, it is used, it is inspired by Nzambe to help us always to be a better person, to connect with him, to change our way of thinking, and to make us walk in the right way. If we are doing something wrong, Kanda Nzambe, it is the GPS we have for us to connect and get to the right way for our final destination. So Nzambe prepares it to equip his people to do everyday good work. So let me just present what we are about to speak today and give time to Pangi Benik. Family, but before, can you see the presentation?
In Ghetto, we can.
It's on the massacre, so Pangi Benik.
Hallelujah. Thank you very much, Yat Samba. As you can see on the screen, that is our topic of today. When Tata Nzambi called Massa to go to the mountain, and he delivered to him the 10 commandments, it was because the thing that were in the 10 commandments, people were already busy doing. Luvovamo.
Yala.
People were busy doing already. So Nzambi, because his eyes is everywhere, in your house right now, there is the eyes of Tata Nzambi. His Mwanda is present there in your house. You can look around. Yes, they're present. In your house, in your car, whatever place you are, Nzambi is present. So he watch everything. That's why once again we're bringing this topic with you, family. Why? To save Isolele. To save Isolele. And to say, you know, we love you, but watch out. Watch out. The way we walk, the way we do our things, let us watch out. The topic of today is what is beneficial for some. It is a disgrace and curse for others. Why this topic? Embwa ivyoko omunketo bomba yakala. Embwa ivyoko omunketo bomba yakala. The fool will ask, this dog that is passing by, is it a female or male? Huh? The fool is asking, this dog that is passing by, is it a female or male? What a question. We can see the dog, they wear no cloth. Just by looking to the dog, you can see if it is a female or male. The full family.
Yala. Yala.
Yala.
Yala.
That's why the people of the book, Isaiah, Christ, you was always busy teaching by Proverbs. That's another Proverbs in Kikongo. This dog that is passing by, is it a female or male? So everything is clear, family. The eyes of the Nzambis is everywhere and they watch everything. That's why we're busy bringing this topic to wake up And if this topic doesn't apply directly to you, share with somebody. As we've been saying, family, we are the people of the book. We are thirsty to embrace our culture. We are thirsty, and you are thirsty also in searching and finding the truth. But we should be careful, because when you are thirsty, you know, Brother Samba last time in the prayer session, he spoke about Isaiah when he was led in the wilderness. He was hungry, and Kadampemba came, and he knew his weak point. He was hungry, and he said, transform this bread, this stone, I mean, into bread, because he was hungry. But he said, no, he denied, because he knew. So let us do the same thing, family. I know you are thirsty in seeking the truth. But when you open yourself to seek the truth, be careful in choosing what is good. Be selective. We are in the land, and we are bringing this message to this awakening to our brothers and sisters. Because when we see out there the food that some of our brothers and sisters, they are eating, it is not good. Right now, we're supposed to share some information about Congo, about Togo, about this and that. But Tanzania made us to stop and to address this issue, because some people, they're already busy doing this. But they are busy because they are victim. They are innocent. They are not aware that what they are doing is beneficial for them, but it is a disgrace and a curse for others, their children and their generation. Now we're talking. Why? Because in seeking of blessing, riches, fame, power, I think that's a very familiar word you hear in the awakening. Power. Our forefathers, they had power. We need power, power. But which kind of source are we using to get this power? Which kind of source are we involving to get this power? So in seeking of power, the recognition in spiritism, Kimbanderism, I invented this word, and Sangomanism, I invented this word, you know, we invented this word. Many people attract disgrace for him or her and their family members. Many people, because they want power so bad, because they want power, because they want to discover our culture, our tradition, they're accepting everything they see out there on YouTube. And we are concerned about this, family, because we know the truth. And the truth is what we want to share with you today, to you, brothers and sisters here, and others there on YouTube. Why? And they shall know the truth, and the truth shall make them free. Therefore, even the Son, if the Son sets you free, you will indeed be free. Luvuvamo.
Yalla.
Yalla. Yalla.
Yalla.
That's all. I see sometimes, you know, people are inventing many things and tell you that, you know, you need to be free. Well, you are free. You need to do this, to do that, to be free. You are free. You're no longer a slave. You are free. Why? Because you are children of Nzambian Paul. And above all, because his one sent is with you. As we said, is in your room, in your house, in your car. You are free. You don't need to do anything else. People tell you to do. You know, some stuff I don't even want to mention, but I think you know. But the problem is that some people, they still believe that in order for them to be free, they need something else. Why? Nzambi is responsible for our deliverance, but freedom, the responsibility to get free, it's up to you. It's up to us. I will invite Mama Matuzola, but before I proceed, to Samba. Anything to add so far? Okay, but Samba has nothing to add. Mama Matuzola, can you hear me?
Ngeta.
Yes. Point one, please, Mama Matuzola.
Banan zombie. When we mess with things in curanderismo, we are compromising not only ourselves, but our children and our grandchildren and great-grandchildren will be liable to pay. And many times, we are no longer alive. Many years have passed, and still many people continue to be affected by this evil.
Yes. Vuvamo.
Yalla.
Yalla.
Yala.
Yalla.
What is the topic of today, family? Do you remember the topic?
What is beneficial for some is disgrace and curse for others.
What is beneficial for some people is disgrace and curse for others. Dear family, when we mess with things in commanderism or commanderism, correndism is like, commanderism is, in Angola we say commanderism. In South Africa, they call it Sangoma. In Europe, they call it spiritism, or the median people, those spiritists or spiritism, those people that deal with this stuff. The name is different, but the practice is the same. In South Africa, they call it Sangoma. In Angola, we call Kimbanda or Kimbandeiro. And some of them, they pretend to be Ngunza. They call themselves Ngunza, but the practice is the same. It's the same. It's the same. In Benin, they call it even, there are different levels, but they have their own name. And it's a touch. But I won't touch it. But anyway, this is the things involved in Kimbanderism. Kimbanda, Sangoma, medium or spiritist. All those people who read palms and stuff. The names are different, but the practice is the same. And we are not saying that they are gift. We're not saying that Nzambi doesn't give gift. No, Nzambi give gift. to our people in the land and everywhere. He is responsible for the gift. Even those people who read the palm of people, they are gifted. And the gift came from above. The one is the one who give the gift to everybody. But the responsibility to manage the gift is yours. You have the right to manage your gift so that we may be held accountable before the throne, the court of Nzambiempo. And many of those people, they do have the gift. They do have the gift from above. But the way they use it is what we will discover today. And that's why we are saying, if we mess with those people, if we get involved and touch, and believe me, those people, they are infiltrating in this awakening. That's why we stopped everything to tell you, Gomulames, open your eyes. Once again, we are touching the same button. They are infiltrating because they know that you are hungry. You are looking for bread. And now they're telling you, transform this this stone into bread. They know you are thirsty. I'm speaking you because we are in the land. And you family, some in diaspora or in different parts of the world. They know you are thirsty. You want to find out your culture so bad. And now they're investing everything to deceive. Well, I believe you have wisdom and knowledge to judge this message we are presenting to you, if it is the right message, if it is good or wrong. If it is good, we will clap. If you say no, that's a wrong message, we'll say, okay, no problem. It's up to you. But we are doing our part to tell you, open your eyes and be wise. Do not accept everything you see out there in YouTube. We are not saying that don't accept everything. No, we are saying use wisdom to judge everything and pray about it as well. Because sometimes you will be led to do many things you have no idea, but later on, we are compromising not only ourselves, but our children. When the moment you touch or you get involved in those kind of practice, some people, they call it tradition. We will talk next time about tradition. Don't miss the next lesson. We will speak and clarify about that. People, they say, no, that's our tradition, that is our tradition, our culture. Be careful. The land is huge. And even before our ancestors, they took over the land. On their way from Egypt, on their way, that was always warning them, be careful, be careful. Because the land that you are about to enter is a land with a lot of people, different of people. And their practice is abomination. Be careful. And when their ancestors entered the land, they got mixed with those people in the land. The question is now, all of us in the land, we look, we're the same. The question is now, who are those kind of people? Who are those people? You will find out by examining the culture and the tradition, tradition. Dear family, there is only one spirit. There is the good spirit and the bad spirit. There is no other spirit in between. If we walk with the wonderful Allah, we shall be saved. But the moment we get deceived and we touch and we get involved in those kind of those kind of practice, we will compromise not only ourselves, but our children and our great children and our great children. They will be paying for that. And many times we will no longer be alive. And they will still be affected by the evil or by the thing we touch and we did. How long in our mind sometimes we came across with this kind of thinking? Maybe somebody did something wrong in my family. That's why I'm experiencing this evil. You're always having bad dreams. You know, naturally, you will feel that something is not in line, something is not good. The one will reveal to you that maybe something was done in your lineage. That's why those army of spirit, they are chasing you. Why? Because there is a covenant that was done. And they will chase you by legal right. Because the covenant that was made, it is the blood. One member of the family did something. It is serious, family. It is serious. When we look out there, we see what people are going on. This is serious, and this is happening. That's why we saying, open the eyes and see it clearly, family. Open the eyes and see it clearly. That's Sama.
Luvuvamu family.
Yala.
Tondo Masaka Mpange Benika family, we believe that you are now getting to understand the topic. What is beneficial for me, might be or is disgrace or curse for somebody else in my family, especially. Pange Benika spoke about the bloodline. That's where everything starts affecting. The choices I make today may be good for my future generation, that'll be a blessing, or may be bad for my present and future generation. That's why it is very important for us to choose things carefully. Jukulu meso, open your eyes before you choose something. We have to pray and have that spirit of discernment. Kadam Pemba is moving, is walking, is everywhere, is spreading his message for many people to be deceived. Pange Benika spoke about Kimbanda. Unfortunately, it is not English for those who are English native speaker. This is a Portuguese, but this is a kind of practice that Kadam Pemba corrupted people which they had in the past are not a good spirit to perform good stuff. So Kadam Pemba corrupted them to pretend to operate and perform miracles. It is no longer Nzambe, but Kadam Pemba spirit through these people, these men, these women that are being now used through Kadam Pemba to start selling things to you, like lying, operating miracle that does not exist. So if we go on our point number 2, Mama Matuzola.
Nobody choose to be a Kimbandero or Sangoma. The spirit chooses. It is the spirit that chooses the person. No one can go to a Sangoma and say, I decided to be a Sangoma or Kimbanda. And when they choose the person, the spirit sent a disease that is called calling the disease. And this illness will torment the person until they accept the call and go through the initiation process to be well.
Ingeta. Louvor moon.
Yala.
Yellow.
You see, family, let us understand this very well. Being this person or this woman or this man, being Kimbandeiro, a person who Kajampemba uses to perform such as evil stuff to you, but pretending that he's doing good to you, it is not you who chooses that. It is not your choice, family. No. Pangi Benika said, bloodline. Because of some decision our forefathers did in the past, they accepted this kind of bad and evil covenant. They signed an agreement and contract with Kajampemba. So this spirit starts pursuing your family until it finds another person. After the person who went into the agreement of evil dies, it starts searching in the family another person for him to use. The spirits which we are talking about, family, it is not Mwanda Velela. It is the devil and evil spirit. So this spirit stands and chooses somebody. Why does he have this permission to choose somebody? Because of the covenant this person in his family or somebody in his family made. That's why some decisions we make are good and blessing for our family, but some of them will destroy our lineage, our family. So after this person in his family had somebody, unfortunately, who were into this evil practice and bad covenant and have the right for the bad spirit to come and use. So this evil spirit family will start now looking until it finds somebody. As we read here, it is the spirit that chooses the person. No one can go to Sangoma, that's those people, I want to be now Sangoma, or says, I decided to become a Kimbanda. No, it is the evil spirits who go to you. So how does this evil spirit goes to you? He makes you to be sick first. That we call the calling disease. You're gonna start shaking, and the families or the people, they will start realizing his sickness or his illness is not a normal one. It is the Kajampemba spirit who is through him, he is in him, who's tormenting him. So and then this spirit will lie to you. A way out for you to be healed, it is to come and accept. Again, the person start making his terrible, bad decision by pretending. The bad spirit will pretend to heal you through initiation process for you to be well. But unfortunately, family, it is not for you to be well. It is just for the evil spirit to use against somebody to start destroying people's life, for you to feel like I have the power, I can do, but deep inside, this is not a power. It is evil. You see, family, it is evil. And unfortunately, many people in our community, many people in our society, in the land and other parts of the world, they are into this because of the bad decision their forefathers did or made. Yes, Pangbening, would you like to add something?
Vamos.
Yalla.
Yala.
Dear family, as we said, we spoke last time, we are sharing this for you to have the light and the knowledge to judge and to examine everything. We are in the land. We grew up in the land. We watch everything in the land. Something is good, sometimes something is not good. And you are thirsty and hungry to get the food that is in the land. If you are not careful, the possibility for you to get the food that is not good is high. And those people that we're speaking about, they pretend to be Ngunza. In Angola, we call Kimbanda. In South Africa, they call it Sangoma. And we are not saying those people, they're not gifted. They are gifted. They are. But they manage, the way, but the problem is the way they manage their gift is not in line. Most of them, even some, they will do apparently good stuff, but the source is questionable. And that is our concern. There is only one source. Zambian pool is the only source we have to lean on. There is no other source. There is not other source. And what we're sharing now, what Brother Samba spoke about, this illness that the spirits, plural, they bring to the person, it is brought by purpose. Many people, they will have many kind of sickness. You can go to the hospital, nothing, no solution. The only one who can set you free from that sickness imposed by those kind of spirit is the Mwana Velela, the Holy One, the Holy Spirit. There is a clash right now. We in South Africa, and sometimes when we meet in group, if we are weak in prayer, those people who do this kind of practice, they will be strong. And when they are strong, and when we are strong in prayer, they get weak. I don't understand. Sorry, family, can you just mute yourself? I hear a noise. If your mic is on, please, I would appreciate it. Thank you. I don't understand why. When we are strong in prayer, those neighbors who do this kind of practice, they get weak in prayer. And when we are weak, they are stronger. Which kind of spirit is this? That means the source is not the same. And let me tell you about, just a little extra on what Brother Samba said. How does it happen when, when those spirits, either you call it the dead spirit or familiar spirit. Familiar spirit. In Angola, we do have, and in South Africa, it is very common as well. When a familiar spirit chose you, because there is covenant in your family and you are chosen, if you deny the calling, and many people, they deny, they say, I don't want nothing with this stuff. But because they deny, they go through a lot in their life. And one example was a driver. I catch this Uber, and we're driving. But before, Mama Tola, can you just go to point number 3? Because this example is just right there, point number 3.
However, this is the threat that the spirits make. They remind you that you will die if you don't accept being initiated. Example, an Uber driver. This is a debt that spirits charge for something done by your relative in the past. As we have already discussed, the replacement and transfer methods used by these spirits.
Thank you very much. As I was saying, this driver, I catch this Uber and I was driving and he was complaining a lot. It was very sad. I said, why sad, brother? He said, I don't like what is going on in my life. He said, the problem is what my wife. I said, what's wrong with your wife? You know, he said, she has this calling, in South Africa, they call ancestring calling, right? She had this calling, you know, this spirit is always bothering her, disturbing her, for her to get initiated and for her to start work because she's gifted. And he said, you know, I say, what is the problem? He said, the problem is that sometime when I sleep, I told you last time, he said, the problem is that sometime when I sleep, I feel like we are three in the bed. I feel like we are three people in the bed. And he said, my wife is misbehaving. She's no longer the same person. She's misbehaving. And he said, and the problem is that that spirit blocked all the feeling my wife had for me. The spirit blocked all the feeling, all the love, you know, all the everything she feel to her husband, all the desire. The spirit blocked that, and the wife, she doesn't feel anything for him anymore. She doesn't feel anything for him anymore. At first, she was stronger, resisting, but later on, she accepted the calling. And after accepting the call, she said, you know, I think I'm going to leave you, she said to the husband. He said, but why? But why? You're leaving me. I have to leave you because the spirit is calling me. I have to attend the call. Come on. But are you going to leave me with the children? And you know, to get initiated, to be trained for you to start operating as a Kimbanda or Sangoma in South Africa, they called, is expensive process. Even right now, the government is trying to apply that at school because what we are speaking is very common, even at school, it's very common. Because it is a very expensive process, they are trying to apply in school for them to train also people with this kind of thing. And the problem is that if you are righteous, children of Tatanzambi, when those people that have this calling, if they can't look at your eyes, they will run away. This is what makes us question, is this the right spirit? Because if the spirit was from Tatanzambi, we're supposed to hug and greet each other. So come back to the Uber driver. So his wife, she decided to leave him to attend the calling. And he said, but you know, for you to be trained as a Kimbando Sangoma is expensive. He mentioned something like 35,000 rand is close to 3,000, $3.5 US. That's a lot of money. And she said, I have to go. And the problem is that when you accept this calling, you have to forsake your life. If you are working, you have to stop working. You don't do anything else in life. You just serve the calling and the gift. In your house, you will open this office. You will put there, you will prepare the office with all the tools needed. If the spirit tells you to put, bonds, these and that, all those kind of tools, those they use, you will place in the office. And I asked him, but if she quit the work, how she will survive? She said, the spirit told me, I will survive by the money I charge those people who will come for consultation. So in other words, when you consult those kind of people, you have to pay money. I don't understand, because some, people, they are running away from churches where they charge money as well. And to meet these people, to inquire them, you have to pay money as well. You don't just go there, you pay money. Well, as far as I'm concerned, Tata Nzambe said, freely you have received, freely give it. Those are the things that make us question the source of those kind of spirit. So if you accept the call, you will feel like I'm fine. But if you resist, they will torment you with sickness. They will torment you with many things. But believe me, if you are strong in prayer, if you connect yourself, if you associate yourself with the righteous of Nzambe Mpungu, who have the right kind of spirit, you will be able to defeat them. You will be. You will be able to defeat them. And the Mwanda Velela and his angel, they will pursue those kind of spirit, and they will crush them in pieces, and they will no longer disturb your life. Le Vauvement.
Yalla.
Allah.
Yalla.
You see, family, it is possible, yes, to get out from this evil spirit, as Frank Benica said. Nzambe is the one who saves and operates great miracle upon ourselves. So the question might come, so why does Tata Nzambe, who have all this power, allow this evil spirit to come and torment us, to come and use us to do whatever they want? The answer is here. Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 5. Remember when Moses was given the commandment, Tata Nzambe saw that the people were walking in evil, and the commandment came to instruct us to walk in the right way. And the Bible here says in verse 5, you must not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your Nzambe, I am a jealous Nzambe, who will not tolerate your affection for any other gods. I lie the sins of the parents unto the children's, they enter, the entire family is affected, even children in the third and fourth generation of those who reject me. The decision that these people made in the past by leaving Tata Nzambe, by associating themselves with the evil, allowing the evil to be the master, took Tata Nzambe out of the way. It opened the ways and the door for Kajampemba to have a legal right. Remember, family, Tata Nzambe will never go against his principle. Never. Our ancestors and many people, they have went against Tata Nzambe by worshiping other gods, by worshiping Kajampemba, by letting themselves be and have a covenant with these evil identities that we see them using people which are called sangomas, quimbandeiros, who pretend to solve your problems, but deep inside, they are once again putting yourself in dangers. They are making you to worship them. They even family, they use which we call evil rituals. They will never heal you if they don't start doing such as very strange things. They took three leaves and start doing, hey, but people just be there very quiet. They don't know that they are communicating themselves with the evil spirits. The evil spirit is the one who come and start saying, this woman, this man is suffering from this and this and this and this. So now let us come and pretend to solve the problems, but not. Tata Nzambe will never charge you for money. You know why? He's the life. He's your master. He's the one who created you. It doesn't need money to solve your problem. But Kaja Mpemba will use all this money to put you poor, and for you to spend and spend, and for you to see, no, I'm paying and something will come. I'm gonna get healed. No. The way it is not to worship evil, but to follow Tata Nzambe.